Hi everybody, this is Jim West with Carolina Varsity. I want to talk about the 3A Western Mountain Conference. This is going to be a fun conference. It's going to be nine teams, nine 3A teams in this conference, and it's going to be, to me, it's going to be some really interesting battles. Probably 2, 3, 5 in this conference. Number one, I think, is not going to say quite the overwhelming favorite, but pretty close to it. AC Reynolds. I think the Rockets, they're a top five team in the 3As. Very strong team. I think they have the best offense in the conference and the best defense in the conference. Going to be loaded with talent, depth, and a lot of maturity, a lot of veteran leadership on this team. Very excited about this season. Number two is TC Robertson, and Robertson, if they live up to potential, and that's always hard in high school. You just never know from one week to another the ups and downs of kids. But I do think TC Robertson has a lot of upside, and I'm going to pick them at number two in this conference. I think they're probably a top 20 team in the 3As. They're not going to be the deepest team, but I like their defense, and their passing game is going to stay. It's going to be relatively strong. Number three, I'm going with Asheville. They had a bit of a off season last year. They went 6-6, so I think they're going to be a little bit better. Um, I want to see how they're doing on defense. They should have a little bit more depth this year. So it's going to be a fun season. I think they could definitely finish second in this conference. Number four, I did have Tuscola, and I'm going to change that. Right now, I'm going to go with Irwin. Irwin's had a couple of transfers over there, and I think their offensive schemes will be more of a kind of a plug and play. I think Petman said it the best. This team can lose a lot of players, but still they have the system to be able to throw some new kids in there, and they're going to have some transfers come in. So I'm going to take Irwin at 4 at this point, and I'm going to take number 5. I'm going to go with Tuscola. I think overall they lost a lot of seniors this past season. It's going to be just a bit of a rebuilding year at Tuscola. Waynesville fans will have to be a little bit patient this year, but they could finish high as third or fourth. But I think fifth is probably more like it. I don't think they're going to finish any lower than fifth. Number 6, I'm going to go with North Henderson. Right now, it's probably a toss-up between them and West Henderson. I'm not really big on either one of them at this point. I did find some information about some kids who've left North Henderson High School, and they're probably not going to be quite as good as I thought they were. Number 7, West Henderson. I don't know who's going to be scoring the points for West Henderson. Their rushing game has little returning, and that was pretty much their offense last year. So it's going to be a challenge this year. But you know what? There's always one or two kids that could step up and make the world a difference. 8 and 9, you can take your pick. I did have North Buncombe at 8 and Inca at 9. It might be flipped at this point. So I don't know, but either one of those teams, 8 and 9, take your pick. I don't think either one of them are going to finish any higher than maybe 6th or 7th. It's going to be a rough season for them. Anyway, this is Jim West with Carolina Varsity, and thank you so much for listening.